Everybody goes to S3 for 3 years. I guess I have to redo my video because my sergeant called, but maybe it saved, maybe it didn't. But uh, I just got done with basic training with OSIT. I'll get into that later on. I'm now currently at my unit. Well, not at my unit. I'm at my duty station. I'm currently living in a hotel right now for like 3 days or so. Um, but that's why I haven't been uploading the past I'd say almost a year now. It's because I was at basic. As you can tell, I don't have my long hair anymore. I don't look like a hobo. Um, and I look extremely tired. If I sound shaky, it's because it's like 65 or so degrees in here, and I have to readjust to the temperature because I was in Fort Benning, Georgia. Um, Fort Benning, since it's in Georgia, it gets relatively hot and humid. So, I mean, you don't really experience a whole lot of cold days there. Like every now and then you'll get cold, but it all depends on when you ship there. Sorry, I'm being really distracting with this chair. Um, so like that's pretty much all it is. And if it, I don't even. I'm so like brain dead right now. I'm extremely tired. Oh, sorry guys, you're just gonna have to like deal with it. Unfortunately, I can't really edit this video to make it more appealing to my audience, to you guys, because I'm using my phone. I don't have a computer or anything here. I literally just got here a few days ago. I don't have a computer or any sort of editing software that I can use on my phone that like has all my editing software. I mean, I have Filmora, but that doesn't have my intro on it. But whew. I want to talk to you guys about my basic training experience, how that was. For me, it was relatively easy because new army, or not really new army, it's the same army, but new training protocols. I was sent there before coronavirus, so I still experienced what basic training is supposed to be like with your first 72 hours. For all my military viewers and for all the military or for all the veterans that watch my videos, if there are any, they'll know. And if you guys have any questions, just leave it down in the comments. Me or any of them can give you insight on it. For me, since I'm a tanker, I'm a 19 kilo. I work with the M1A2 Abrams main battle tank, which is actually really fun and pretty cool. The tanker community is actually really small. We don't have very many duty stations stateside, and we have even less nationwide. But how my experience was, it was easy. So I got to Fort Benning February 12th of 2020. I had just graduated a few days ago and am now here at my duty station. I'm not giving that out because I believe that, well, one, it's a safety precaution for my life and for my battle buddies' life, which that is a term that I've been associated with now, is battle buddies. But during basic training, your first 73 hours are the hardest. In my opinion, I guess, are the hardest because your drill sergeants want to break the civilian, break your civilian tendencies and mold you as a soldier. So you'll get like smoked for pretty much no reason. They'll just come inside the bay, be like, hey, position of attention, move, friendly in rest position. Let's do some like push-ups and some V-ups and stuff. Those are just the first 72 hours in red phase. For me, there were 5 phases. I don't know if it's the same for other MOSs. I know Cav Scout does the same thing, and I know Infantry does the same thing. And I'm pretty sure Combat Engineer does the same thing. I think all of us do a one-station unit training, or OSIT, where your basic training and AIT portions are combined so that you're staying in the same place, you're at the same barracks, you're with the same people, you're at the same drill sergeants. I actually would have been out, doing my tanking stuff, and Jesus Christ, I got fat. doing my job in the United States military, but when I was at my first Jesus Christ light. When I was at my first company, which was Enforcer Company, Echo Company, uh, the supposed hardest company to be a part of. I mean, it kind of was, I guess. Um, I'd gotten injured. I had almost fractured my Achilles tendon in my right foot, forcing me to get recycled. Which, if you guys don't know what that is it's the army, or it's any branch of the military rather, giving you as a soldier another chance to try and pass basic training and becoming a soldier. So I'd gotten injured third week of red phase, and I didn't get fully healed until uh, black phase. I'll get into the phases later on, but I wasn't fully. I didn't get discharged, not discharged, but I didn't have to. I stopped being on profile during black phase in Echo Company, and Bravo Company was starting to pick up, so they transferred me to Bravo Company, which is the company that I graduated from. It's actually, in my opinion, on both companies, they were both really good. They both helped me out. They both, changed me to being a soldier. As you can tell, I'm using more military terms, and me, I don't really do that a whole lot, but that's new me, I guess. Uh, Bravo Company, I respect every single drill sergeant there that is, or every single drill sergeant there that's helped me and all my battle buddies out. Echo Company, I don't really have very many complaints about. They did what they did the best they could. That's English. For me, I guess my body just wasn't used to all the exercising or something like that. So I'm at my duty, but I want to break down each individual step that you have to go through while you're going through basic, just in case you guys want to go through basic. I would recommend enlisting, whether it be for supporting your family, serving your country. I mean, as long as it's an honorable reason to enlist, go ahead and enlist. But if you want to do it just to get benefits or just to get paid, I don't recommend it, because you're just gonna basically be a dirtbag the entire time you're at your unit or you're at your duty station, and ultimately, if you have that kind of mindset, it could end up ruining your life or ruining somebody else's life in the long run. You could get somebody killed from it. And you guys know me, this is a very more mature, not Facebook, YouTube channel. I tend to, swear a lot, but because of the new guidelines and stuff that I want to do through all my stuff, I'm trying to limit my cussing per se, unless I'm making a gaming video. But this channel's a multi-genre channel. So the phases are, you have for 19 kilo. I don't know if it's like this for every MOS, but for a 19 kilo M1 armored crewman, you have red phase, white phase, blue phase, black phase, gold phase. Ooh, voice crack. Red phase is your physical phase, white phase is marksman and tactical phase, and blue phase is also tactical phase. So red phase, white phase, and blue phase are all 3 weeks. They're all roughly a month long. So red phase, you get there first 72 hours, like I said earlier, the hardest, and then they kind of wind down a little bit. You're just doing a whole bunch of exercises, getting your body into shape. White phase is marksman training and team movement, like infantry movement, because everybody has to know basic infantry formations and all that. And then blue phase is that just more tactical movement, really. I mean, the only one thing you experience in blue phase is throwing a grenade and possibly, shooting the M17, but that's more in black phase than in blue phase. They just joke around in blue phase. Well, the drill sergeants joke around in blue phase about shooting the M17, which is the new sidearm for servicemen. White phase, you qualify with your M4 rifle, and for everybody who's not military, or doesn't know much about military, your M4 basically is your partner aside from all your battle buddies. You know, if you're infantry, for me it's the M17, it's a pistol, so I get stuck with that. Blue phase, like I said earlier, you're basically just throwing a grenade, and that's about it. Oh, white phase, you also do buddy team live fire. That's actually really cool. You shoot targets, you know, you using live rounds, and you have one of the people that you're training with off to your left or right, and you're just going down a lane. I'm pretty sure you can find videos on it on YouTube somewhere. And then black phase, black and gold phase are your AIT portion. Black phase for me was getting introduced to the tanks, doing PMCS, which is preventative maintenance checks and services. I actually think every single like mobility MOS or mobile MOS, like tankers, Cav Scouts, and I'm pretty sure mechanics, because kind of their job title, does PMCS, and PMCS for me is every Monday. But that's basically all black phase. You just learn how to maintain the for me the tank. You do a lot of that, and then you drive the tank. I think it was like roughly 72 miles or something like that. I don't really remember, because I was kind of a dirtbag in basic training. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't the nicest person to be around, because I just wanted to do my job at basic, get and graduate. But I was always a team player. Gold phase is when you do a little bit more tank driving, and you do tank, and you shoot the main rounds. You also shoot the 50 cal and the M240. A lot of people would think, or a lot of you guys might think, that shooting the 120 millimeter cannon that's on the tank is probably the funnest thing you'll ever do. I mean, it was cool, but it's really loud in the tank, and when your TC and your loader are all cramped inside of a little hull, it's really loud, and it kind of echoes a little bit, because, you know, it's all metal. There's no like actual, whoa, voice crack again, or lost my voice. There's no like actual way to soften the noise aside from your CVC, but even then it's still really loud, so you'll ultimately like end up losing hearing unless you have ear pro. But sometimes that doesn't work either. Like, either when you're putting on your CVC, your ear pro will fall out, or you just didn't insert it properly to actually get the full effectiveness of the ear pro. Like for me, for instance, after doing live fire, I started experiencing a little bit more hearing loss in my left ear, because as a gunner, I mean, that's not my position in the tank. I don't know what I am yet. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the driver because of my height. So how the tank is you have your loader, your TC, and your gunner, and here's the main gun. You're right there next to the breech of the gun. It's really it's actually really cool. You can find videos on it, on being a gunner for a tank. It's really cool. But for me, the best thing was shooting the 240, because I'm a huge nerd. It reminded me of Star Wars because of the tracers. I mean, shooting the 50 cal was pretty cool too, because not a whole lot of people get to shoot a 50 cal. But I don't know if I'm sure you all know that there's two different variants of the 50 cal. There's a sniper rifle, you know, there's the Baaaack 50 cal, and then there's the 50 cal machine gun, which is the main thing that we use, because we're not snipers, nor do we want to use a 50 caliber sniper rifle. At least I don't. But that's basically all you do in gold phase. I mean, you do a little bit more driving. Driving the tank, it's actually kind of cool. You do some simulators to get yourself used to the movement of the tank. I know when I was at my previous company, Echo Company, in basic, like I said, I'd left black phase, and that was when they were doing tank drive and stuff. But at the motor pool, you have to ground or you have to drive the tank from spot to spot. So and I was one of the first people of my unit to drive the tank, and it's confusing because it's a throttle or not throttle, it's a T-bar, so it's like a motorcycle pretty much. You're doing this, it's confusing as heck. I wasn't really expecting it to be like that at all. Um, you do 4 different driving sessions. You do 2 day and 2 night. You do 1 day and 1 night in black phase, and then you do a day and a night in gold phase. Or at least I did when I got sent to Bravo Company. If you guys are wondering what platoon I was first platoon. I was Devil's Rejects. I'm actually currently wearing my Fort Benning Maneuver of Excellence hoodie. I have my T-shirt under it as well because I ain't got much clothes, and I don't think I'd wear any of the other clothes because they have to be washed. But that's pretty much all right. That's like what I was there. So there are 3 platoons. There's for Bravo Company, it's Devil's Rejects. Banditos is 3rd platoon, and then 2nd platoon is I just left it and I already forgot. Death Dealers. I know when I got sent to Bravo Company, I wanted to be a death dealer. It sounded really cool. But after I was in 1st platoon for basic training and all that, I'd actually started to like being in 1st platoon. And it kind of was ironic because we never said the Devils part. We always said Rejects, and there was an incident where one of my drill sergeants was yelling at me, and she had told me that Echo Company had rejected me. So it was actually really ironic that she said that, and I was part of Devil's Rejects. Black phase or red, white, and blue phase are all 3 weeks. They're all roughly a month long. Black phase is 5 or 6 weeks long, and then gold phase is 3 weeks long. Sort of. You do a field exercise at the end of each phase. You do one even in basic. You do one in red phase, white phase, blue phase to show that you've maintained all the information. Black phase you do one, and then gold phase you do one, and then you do like 4 ruck marches. Except for me, I did like 7. So your first one is like 5 miles, and then it's 9 miles, or it's 5 miles. Yeah, 5, 9, and like 10 or something like that for red, white, and blue phase. And then, oh wait, no, yeah, I don't remember. Like I said earlier, I'm really tired. But gold phase is the hardest ruck march that you'll do because it's 12 mile. You're doing it at night, so you're already pretty exhausted. If you decided to not sleep like me, because I don't sleep well, you do a 12-mile foot march at the end. It's actually a really cool experience. It's really fun. I'll be sure to when I'm done catching up on sleep to make another video based on like what I've done or like what the rucks are and what the rucks consist of. I'm also like, I guess I'm getting sick, but I'm not. I just trying to I'm trying to adjust to where I am. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but that's just how my brain works. I'll be sure to make more gaming videos when I get my Xbox and my editing software. I'll be sure to record some Cold War, even though I'm probably just going to stick with Modern Warfare until there's no more servers left because I enjoy Modern Warfare. Ooh, excuse me. But if you guys want to know more about my basic training experience, I'll gladly make another video about it, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.